Hey, what's up, everyone? It's nice to be here. It's 2:30. It's a Thursday. This is class number 159. It's yoga with Dave Rennie. That's me. I've got my water. Grab a drink if you need one. We're going to do a little bit of yoga, and we'll see where we go, shall we? Let me just have a little sip of this. Thank you so much for attending. If you're here live or if you're doing this on catch up, well done for making it onto your mat. That's always a victory. Every time we make it this far, then we can just sit and move a little bit and pay attention and be curious, and we just see where it takes us, right? But you've probably set an intention to go, I'm going to do a little bit of yoga today. So well done if that's what has brought you here. And it might be your first time and it might be your 159th time. Probably not, but somewhere in between. So a wholehearted welcome to all you regulars, and also to the people that are brand new today. Try and get rid of all those ideas of what you think yoga is, what yoga should look like, what yoga should feel like. It's a very personal practice. And if you practice with me before, you know that I think all of this stuff about it having to look a certain way or, feel a certain way is a bit of a nonsense. It's all about what you can cultivate. You're going to do everything on your mat, right? And if there's stuff that I do today or I talk about today that doesn't work for you, that's all right. That's okay. It doesn't matter, right? You just take pieces of it that work for you. And there's going to be styles and teachers that, resonate. And there's going to be ones where you think, I'm not sure about that one. Probably me. But hopefully not, right? I've been teaching here long enough to know that I keep it nice and varied. And thank you for joining. All right. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We are going to start seated. I'm going to go back onto my mat. And then last week we just got on with it. We did in some respects, right? We started and we used the breath, and we started nice and slow, and then we got into a little flow. So that's probably where we're going to go today as well. I taught a class this morning, gave me a few ideas for this class this afternoon, and I've got another class to do after this. So it kind of informs where we go with the practice. All right. So feel free to drop any comments in. Hi to Irene. Really nice to have you along, Jackie, as well. And if anybody has any suggestions as we go through the class, stick them in the chat bar, in the comments bar, and I'll check back in maybe halfway through. And if there's something which is like, I want to do this, or if you have any questions, then I will tend to them in a kind and helpful way, hopefully. All right. So I'm going to move backwards. If you're not there now, come back onto your mat. And if you feel like you want to sit in a chair for this part, that's all good. Maybe come into a cross-legged position if you're joining me on the ground. Then feel free to kind of prop yourself on something. What do I mean by that? Maybe a little book underneath your hips. Maybe you put a block underneath, or you can have a rolled up blanket or a cushion or a pillow. I feel pretty good down here on the floor today. So bring your hands so the palms are face up. Let me do a little bit of gardening on my carpet, and maybe close the eyes and just draw your attention inwards. And we'll just spend this time together just checking in and noticing what we're noticing. Just nice and simple. Maybe closing the eyes or just softening your gaze. Totally up to you where you go with this. And a nice thing to do is probably just scan your body, kind of just very gently, without any kind of, too much thought or, intention. Just very gently think about how your physical body feels, or feel into your physical body. Don't think about it, feel into your physical body. And that idea of just catching with the breath and noticing how the breath feels. And if it's needed or if it feels appropriate, then send the breath into the body. Send the breath deep down where it's needed. And then just spend a little moment here just to contemplate what brought you onto your mat today. What kind of got you here? Maybe for the first time, maybe for the, umpteenth time. That idea of regular, steady practice. We keep coming back onto our mats and just paying attention without any judgment and just seeing how things unfold. doesn't have to be this or that. It doesn't have to feel a certain way. If anything, just coming onto your mat with this idea of curiosity and compassion, be kind to yourself. Know that this place where you find yourself is perfect. And then I'll stay quiet just for another 30 seconds or so. And then when you're ready, just take a couple more rounds of breath. A nice deep inhale through the nose. Take a full exhale through your mouth. And then one more like that. Deep inhale through your nose. And a full exhale through your mouth. Beautiful, really nice. You've had your eyes closed, then come with your eyes open. Nice. Lean back into your hands. If you're not there now, maybe come down onto your mat and then bring your feet out and then just drop your knees to either side. Lovely. Yeah, perfect. The banner has disappeared from the screen. You get a little bit more of a view. I come with your other shin in front if you can remember which one that was. Doesn't matter if you can't. Take an inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And then a little exhale, twist to the right. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind. Inhale to find length and then exhale into your twist. Nice and simple. Don't push it. Breathe really, really gently here. Nice deep inhales. Take full exhales. One more like that. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. Lovely. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Maybe look up to the palms. Exhale, twist to the left. So right hand, left knee, left hand behind. Inhale to find length. Exhale into a twist. Nice deep, rich inhales. Full release and exhales. Two more like that. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, breathe really high into your upper chest. Full exhale. Lovely. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up. Clasp the hands, push them towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine, push the palms forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round your spine, tuck the navel all the way back. Maybe have a little wriggle through your shoulders. Inhale to find length. Exhale to round. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Final one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up. And then this time we're going to exhale. We're going to twist to the right again. Left hand on the right knee, but then keep the right arm lifted. And then bring the right arm behind. So you'll probably feel that quite strongly. See this right arm. It's just tracking backwards. Fingers point back towards the wall, if that's where you are. And maybe look down the right arm, but don't kind of move too much here with the neck. You might just look to the side. If you're anything like me, this right shoulder, there's a little bit of resistance there. So I want to really breathe into that space. Keep the spine long. One more deep inhale. And then a full exhale. Bring the right hand down, flatten the palm down into the earth. Take an inhale, sweep the left arm up, and then exhale, left arm over towards the right. So you feel this really nice opening through the left-hand side of the body. You don't have to come down too low here. Maybe stay nice and high like I do, but breathe that length down the left-hand side of the body, in between the ribs, in up to that left shoulder. Maybe gently turn the gaze towards the left armpit. One more round of breaths. A nice deep inhale. Take a full exhale. Nice. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up so the palms are facing down. And then we're going to do 30 seconds of breath of fire here. So remember, breath of fire is like a panting breath, but it's in and out through the nose. It's a forceful exhale. It's a very passive inhale. So a couple of rounds are like this. Imagine you've got a fly stuck in your nose and the belly just pumps in and out. The inhale will come in very naturally. So 30 seconds from here. If it doesn't feel right, long, deep breathing. Deep inhale to begin. And then start your breath of fire, a long, deep breath. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands down. Breathe really gently in and out through the nose, palms face up. Just let the breath come back to a nice steady rhythm. Breathe it out here. Beautiful. Take one more deep inhale. Take a full exhale through your mouth. Nice. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up. And then exhale, right hand on the left knee, and then the left arm just tracks behind again. Length in the spine. Inhale to find length. Exhale, roll that left shoulder back. Breathe into the left shoulder joint. Nice. One more round of breath. Nice deep inhale. And a full exhale. Slowly bring the left hand back. Flatten the left palm down. Spread out through the fingers. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm over towards the left. Nice deep inhales to find length. Full exhales a little deeper. But you want to find alignment more than anything here. You know, you don't want to kind of like collapse the chest down or lean back too much. Think about your middle finger on your right hand and then breathe down into your right outer right hip, all the way down through the rib cage, the armpit. Nice. One more round of breath. Inhale, come back to center. Bring the hands down. Press the palms down into the earth. Release your beautiful feet. And then lean back into the hands and just drop your knees to either side. Really nice work. Breathe it out here. And then come with your legs crossed again. 1 second, I need to shut my balcony door because it's raining hard in Leicester. All right, let me just check in with these messages. So come with your other shin in front. All right, we're all good. We'll do a couple more things seated and then we'll come on to all fours. So from this all fours position, what we're going to do is do something nice and simple. We're going to bring the right hand on the heart. We usually do this stood or standing, I should say. Inhale, left arm to the left. Exhale, right arm to the right. Okay, so that's your movement. So a little bit of working on, we've already done this and, you know, we stretch behind and now we're kind of going to use that stretch and that warm up to move in this dynamic fashion. So right hand on the heart. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. And just bring a movement in that feels good. Now, you don't have to be super, you know, vigorous here. You can be nice and gentle with the movements. And try and let your head just go with the movement, kind of gaze down the opposite arm. Inhaling, exhaling as you go. Nice powerful breath if you've got it, and that will kind of energize you in this twisting movement will bring, you know, a lot of energy into the body as well. Couple more times either side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring the hands down. And then just a little bit of movement through the torso. So circle the torso around your hips. This is Sufi grind. We do this one quite a lot. Breathe it out. And if you're feeling, a little tender or tight in the hips and spine, sit a little taller. So you're kind of just circling the hips out, little circles, or maybe a little bit more of depth of movement. It doesn't have to be quick or strong. It can be nice and nourishing. Lovely. Keep it going on this side, just for a few more rotations. And then inhale, come back to center. Take a full exhale, and then come back the other way. Inhale forward, exhale round. Stay nice and relaxed through your jaw. Beautiful. Couple more. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, let the breath go. Beautiful. A little bit of movement through the neck, so nice and gentle. Inhale your head over towards the left. Exhale your head to the right. Inhale left. And exhale right. Any areas that feel particularly tender, or you kind of get interested in a certain area and there's a little bit more breath needs to go into the movement, and pause, and don't be shy just to breathe into that spot. But always err on the side of caution here. Don't kind of move too vigorously. Always taking care of the neck and the head. A couple more times either side. Inhale left, exhale right. One more time. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Take a full exhale. Lean back into the hands. Separate the feet and then just drop the knees to either side. Really beautiful. Lovely stuff here. All right, we're going to come onto all fours. So when you're ready, do that really slowly. We're going to be on our knees quite a bit. So if you need to pad your knees out, then go for it. You might kind of bring a blanket underneath your knees, or, rolled up jumper or something like that. Bring the knees right underneath the hips, and then we're going to move through cat and cow. So that's a nice movement through the spine. So this is your inhale. You drop your belly down, you lift your head, lift your heart, and then you exhale, you really round the spine. See how much I can kind of round in between the shoulders, the lower spine. So we're going to do that for 90 seconds. So it'll be a good amount of time. So you've got an option to move really quickly or slowly or anywhere in between. Or maybe there's all of those, right? All of those variations. So I'll move quite quickly here, but not too fast. Inhale, exhale. It's like a wave-like motion here. Inhale forward, exhale, arching round. And then from here, if you're moving a little bit quicker like I am, maybe slow it right down. Inhale, come back to center. Take a full exhale. Really lovely work. And then split the knees a bit wider. And then just bring the sit bones back, fall back into a child's pose. Remember, you can always kind of stack the head on the hands. You can be here, or you can place the head on the floor, on your mat, or maybe on a book, or again, anything that feels good. I've got a little bit cramp in my foot, which is why I'm wriggling around. And maybe have a little move around, kind of bring those movements in. Sometimes the body doesn't allow us to be super still. So child's pose is not always comfortable. You know, it takes a few breaths to kind of get into it, and then it still might feel quite restrictive in your hips and your back. To bring the movements in, it's quite nice to kind of claw the fingers forward sometimes and just rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, bring yourself back to all fours and then stretch your right leg back. So you want your knees right underneath your hips before you do that. And then stretch your right leg back and have your toes so they point down towards the floor. So a little bit of alignment in your hips. Maybe kind of find the hips nice and aligned. Breathe it out here. Nice. And then from here, bring your knee down and then lengthen out through the left leg. Do the same thing. Point the toes down towards the floor. Finding a little bit of balance here. Deep inhales. And full exhales. One more like that. Nice deep inhale. And a full exhale. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to move a little bit more vigorously, but not too fast, right? So it's going to require a little bit of engagement here at your navel. So you're going to think about moving from that point of your body. You're going to bring the right leg back out again. Nice. And then see if you can bring the left arm out. Now you might stay here, right? This is perfect. You just lengthen out. You might stay with the left hand down, just the right arm with the right leg lifted. That's fine. If you want to move with me, take an inhale here, find a little bit more length, and then exhale, bring the right knee to the left elbow, so you crunch in. That's it, that's the movement. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale just to crunch everything in. Lift the knee as high as you can. Inhale, find length. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, it's tough, right? Exhale. Bring the left hand down. Stretch the right foot back again, and this time engage into the right toes. So the right toes are right at the bottom, right corner of your mat. And then do this movement if you can. You're going to lift up through the right toes, swoop them over, so then they're in the bottom left-hand corner of your mat. Press back into the right toes. So now that right leg's long, but it's in the bottom left corner. Final movement if you want to bring it in. Look down the left shoulder. Maybe find your right toes with your gaze. And then you might feel this stretch here. So you feel it in this outer right hip. The more you engage into the leg, hopefully the more activation you get into your hip. But don't push it too hard. Breathe it out. Have a quick look at your fingers. Spread them out. Make sure you feel good here. Grounded, centered. One more round of breath. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Beautiful. Bring the knees back in all fours. 3 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly down, lift your head, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine. Inhaling forward. Exhale, round. Final one. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. From all fours. This time, left leg back. Lift the foot. Toes point down towards the earth. Stay here if you want. Take it to stage 2. Sweep the right arm forward. Stay here if you want, or make a fist, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round the spine, lift the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Hands down, knees down. Lengthen through the left leg, press into the left toes. Lovely, really nice. From here, Lift out through the left foot, cross it over the right, bring the left toes into the bottom right corner of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, engage through that left leg, look down the right shoulder, maybe feeling something in this outer left hip. Breathe it out. Feel free to kind of move a little bit side to side. That's all right. It's all good. Beautiful. Really nice. From here, come back to center. Sit back into child's pose. Just 3 breaths here. Let it all go. Let the heart just unfurl and the heart sink and the head sink down towards the floor. Breathe in deeply here. Beautiful. Bring yourself back to all fours. And then from here, we're going to come into our first downward facing dog. All right. It comes nearly 27 minutes into the class. So there won't be a huge amount of flow today. But for now, lift the hips. Nice big generous bend in the knees. Lengthen your spine. Breathe it out. Maybe walk the legs backwards and forwards. Let the head be super loose. Breathe it out. Nice, beautiful. And then bend the knees, hinge the hips up between the hands. So you're going to step the feet to the top of your mat. And I would ask you to do that in as many steps as feels good. Maybe the right and the left. It might be 6 steps, might be 8, might be 2, doesn't matter. Grab opposite elbows, standing forward fold, bend your knees a lot. Sway around. Bring any movements that feel good. You want to feel this spine release. You want to feel a little bit of activation through the legs. So the more you rock the weight into the toes, the more you feel it in your hamstrings. But think about your spine and be safe, so bending the knees can really help. Root down into your feet, inhale with the arms hanging, come all the way up, come to stand. Woo! Here we are standing for the first time. So come with your feet about hip width apart. Just move this a tiny bit. All right. So here we are standing in Tadasana. Hands and palms face forward. Breathe it out here. All right. From here, bring the hands to your heart. Take an inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, hinge and fold, come all the way down. Step your right foot back, drop your right knee, pad it out if you need to. Take an inhale, lift the arms up and come into your low lunge. Nice. Breathe it out here. You can have the shoulders a little bit wider. You can have a nice generous bend in the arms. Nice. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, open the arms, all the way over towards the left. So you're opening the arms out towards the bent knee. So a little bit like, when we were moving at the start in that twist. Thinking about the left shoulder, thinking about the left arm. Breathe it out. One more round of breath. Full exhale. Inhale, bring the arms all the way back up, and then exhale, twist over to the opposite side. Open the arms to the right. We've got some very interesting weather here at the moment. Take one more round of breath, and a full exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, and then this time exhale, bring the hands down. See if you can step the left foot back to meet the right. So the way I do it is lift out through the right knee, and then step the left foot back. I arrive in plank. I take an inhale to lengthen, nice and strong here. Exhale, drop the knees, and see if you can lower all the way down. We do this every week, right? But see if you can do it really slowly. Lower the body down into the earth, onto your mat or the carpet, whatever you're lying on. Inhale into cobra. Keep the elbows tucked in. Roll the shoulders back and lift the heart. And then exhale, come back to all fours. Lift your hips and come back into downward facing dog. Second time we've been here. Take 3 breaths. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more like that. Nice deep inhale. And a full exhale. From here, bend the knees, hinge the hips, look between your hands, and then step to the top of your mat lightly. Can be lots of steps. Doesn't have to be 2. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Come up halfway. Exhale to fold. Nice. Root down into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Beautiful. All right, let's keep moving. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Exhale, hinge and fold, come all the way down. This time, left leg back, drop the left knee, pad it out if you need to, press the top of the left foot into the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms up, come into that low lunge again. Breathe it out. Nice deep, rich inhales. Take full releasing exhales. 2 more like that. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Final one. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. This time, inhale, find a little bit more length in the arms. And then exhale, open towards the right. So open the arms towards your bent knee. There's a tendency where we do this and we lean back to see if you can keep that lunge in the right knee. And again, if you need to kind of like play around with the arms, doesn't matter if they're not quite in line. Think about the right shoulder. So breathe into this part of your body. The left one is probably releasing, which is nice. Take one more deep inhale. Take a full exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, twist to the opposite side. Left shoulder this time. Breathe into that left shoulder blade. Deep, rich inhales. Full release and exhales. One more like that. Nice deep inhale. Take a full exhale. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And then exhale, bring the hands down. Beautiful. This time, tuck the toes on the left foot. So you lift the left kneecap. And then step to the top of your mat. Inhale to find length. Exhale to fold. Root down into your feet. Inhale, come all the way back up. And then exhale, frame your hands to your heart center. And then just have a quick look at your feet. Stay with the feet about hip width apart. Keep your hands at your heart. And then from here, we just soften the left hand on the heart and the right hand on the stomach. Just breathe into this space. Maybe you feel your heart beat away. Maybe you feel your belly rise and fall. Notice the effects of your practice. Maybe feeling a little warmer. You know, we've moved a fair amount, so kind of find those changes in your body that feel good. A couple more rounds of breath. And then bring the hands to the face forward, back into Tadasana. Nice. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up. And then as you exhale, hinge and fold. Final time as you come down. Just step back. So one foot then the other. Come onto all fours. Split the knees into your final child's pose. Breathe it out here. Bring the hands where it feels good, maybe out in front or down by your feet. Take 2 more rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, press into your hands, come onto all fours, and then just flip over onto one hip. Nice. And then come to lie down on your back. Absolutely chucking it down here. All right. When you arrive, hug your knees in towards your belly, and then just rock out on your spine. Kind of lengthen your tailbone down into the floor. And then this little rocking movement can feel really good. Now, if you want to bring a little bit more movement in, you can separate the knees and maybe just draw some circles with the knees. You know, when we did Sufi grind earlier and we were kind of massaging out through the torso, around the hips, similar movement but just lying on the floor. Then bring the left foot down, cross your right foot over your left thigh. So you create this number 4 shape. And then just push the right knee away, just with the right hand. Relax your shoulders down into the earth. Take a couple of breaths here. Left hand can be on the heart or on the belly. And then just swap that out. So bring the right foot down, cross the left foot over the right thigh, push the left knee away. Breathe it out here. And then from here, separate, unravel the left foot, and then bring the feet nice and wide. So if you can bring the arms out so they're in line with your shoulders, perfect. And then drop the knees over towards the right-hand side. See if you can really let the legs relax all the way down to the right. You know, if they kind of float and they're here, you can always wedge something underneath it, like a block or a pillow or a book, whatever feels good. If you've got those little props that you use to aid your yoga practice, go for it. I love using props. Nice wide-legged open twist here. When you're ready, inhale, bring the knees back to center. And then exhale, drop the legs all the way over towards the left. Breathe it out. A couple more rounds of breath. Beautiful, really nice. Bring the knees back to center. Hook them in one final time. And then from here, just roll over onto your right side. Use your hand as a bottom hand as a pillow and just rest here for a few breaths. See how this feels. Let your body totally go here. Hopefully feeling quite comfortable and comforted. And then press into your left hand, roll all the way back up. Nice. And then come to a seated position. We're going to end seated today. We're not quite there yet. Come with your legs crossed, or if you want to come back into a chair, that's really cool. Or maybe you lean up with your back against the wall. Nice. Bring your hands so they're palmed up. Maybe close your eyes and just work with a really gentle yogic breath here. So you're going to inhale through the nose, you're going to exhale through the nose. Nice and simple. Just keep that breath flowing. Maybe inhaling for a count of 4. Exhaling for a count of 4. Just notice the effects of your practice. Maybe at this point, just check in. Notice if you feel any different. Maybe those changes feel quite subtle, but hopefully feeling a little more connected, a little calmer. If you'd had a crazy week and you just give yourself this 40 minutes or so just to realign and find the practice that you need at any given moment. Just take a couple more rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, just bring your hands to your heart and press your thumbs into your sternum. So that'll just allow your spine just to lengthen a little bit more. With a wholehearted bow, maybe wish yourself well and wish everybody else well. Namaste. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for joining today. It's really nice to have you along. Hopefully you got something from that. Well done for showing up onto your mat. Thank you, Irene. What else was I going to say to you guys? 14th of June. Yes. So just over a couple of weeks' time. I think it's the 14th, or is it the 12th? Let me just have a quick look. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a live cooking with Matt. So I'm really looking forward to that. It should be a really, really nice session. I'm just trying to find the date. Hold on 1 second. I'm not very well prepared, am I? Yes, it's on the 14th of June. There you go. So it's going to be with Matt Pritchard, who's the Virtual Village Hall's vegan chef and all-round good guy. He talks a lot about health and mental health, men's mental health as well, exercise, nutrition. So me and Matt are going to be doing something together again. We did something last year where we talked about men's mental health, and it's I think it's part of Men's Mental Health Week as well. I'm pretty sure it is. It is. I know it is. So it's going to be good. I've already got the recipe. It's vegan. It's going to be like I think it's a leftover vegan bake. It looks absolutely delicious. So we're going to do that together. So come and join that. There'll be loads of stuff on social media. And me and Matt, we would get on really well, and we'll probably talk a lot about our own journeys, what nourishes us, what well-being practices kind of work for us, and make that really accessible to everybody in the Virtual Village Hall community. So yeah, it's going to be a really, really great week, and there's lots of good content there. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be super. Anyway, that's enough. Thank you for listening to my ramblings. I wasn't very well prepared at the end. I just threw that in, but there'll be lots more information about it in the next coming weeks. All right, everyone. Love you loads. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you to the Virtual Village Hall. Thank you to you guys for supporting the Virtual Village Hall, because it's such an amazing organization run by beautiful people, and a wholehearted namaste to all of you guys out there. All right. See you later on, guys. See you soon.